Hey everyone, welcome back to Healing Crystal. Today is Wednesday and the moon has entered Taurus. The sun has been in Leo for not very long right now, and we're just going to talk about the energies and how you can benefit from them and how you can best manage your emotions with them and stay, in balance, because that'll help you live the best life. And that'll also help you manifest your, dreams and desires a lot quicker than if we're just completely going with our emotions. Okay, so the moon is in Taurus now after being in Aries, and the moon really likes being in Taurus. It's one of its favorite signs to be in. In Taurus, the moon is stable, it knows what it wants, it's pretty level-headed and chill, versus in its opposite sign of Scorpio, it can go way up and way down. In Taurus, it's opposite. It's just very chill. It still has the emotions and it still feels, but it naturally feels them appropriately. Some things that might seem more appealing to you while the moon is in Taurus is singing. It can just be a lot more fun because Taurus rules our throat. That helps us sing. A lot of famous, really good singers have a lot of second house or Taurus energy in their natal chart, and Taurus is just really good for singing. You might be extra hungry during these days, and it'll just feel like a second helping. That'll be enough. Maybe you're a one-plate person, might be a two-plate person, and food might just taste a lot better. You might just get a lot more fulfillment out of food when the moon is in Taurus than you would in other days. Although food can just be delicious, but you know what I mean? Sometimes it just feels extra fulfilling. It's sometimes you go out to get a food to fulfill that feeling you want, and when the moon's in Taurus, it's almost like the food just makes that feeling naturally on its own. With that being said, this habit can lead to weight gain. Now, when the moon is in Taurus, that's just 2.5 days. 2.5 days like this, a month isn't going to do anything for you. It's going to be enjoyable because you're indulging into food in a balanced, controlled, disciplined way. 2.5 days out of 31, and half of that you're sleeping anyway. I mean, that's not too bad. So make sure when the moon leaves Taurus that you go back to your normal healthy eating habits, and don't just constantly have those habits of needing that food and to indulge in that extra helping. Because if you constantly live with that, and then with each Taurus moon, if you up and up it, that is not how we want to live our lives. So indulge in the Taurus moon, and then when Gemini moon comes in, get into some of that cardio. We should have our gym routines down, because I just said let's get a gym routine down because of the Aries moon, and I'm going to hold you to my expectations and standards that we're talking about. So of course we're going to be extra hungry because we just started working out. So during the Taurus full moon, when you want to indulge in food, instead of just running out and getting fast food or going to a restaurant, be creative about it. Really work with your emotions, because it's the moon in Taurus, not just a bunch of Taurus energy, it's your feelings going into the need for the food in a way. So be creative with it. Go to Pinterest, find a pretty food, look at something there that makes you feel good, and then go to the store and buy everything for it and prepare it and make a thing of it. While you're making the food, don't go on having negative thoughts, because when we're baking food, we're actually putting so much intention into something, and then we're consuming that intention. You don't want to be careless with your intentions and accidentally put negative energy into it, which is something that we most likely do. So Uranus is in Taurus, and Uranus doesn't really like being in Taurus because Uranus likes being crazy, eccentric, and unpredictable, and Taurus really likes being stable and relaxed, that type of vibe, and those are not the same vibe. So be careful that you don't, act out too much on random outbursts that may come about, particularly about past events that may have hurt you that you didn't bring up previously. With the sun being in Leo and all this Cancer energy we still have going on, including the retrograde, We may have these random emotional outbursts that come up to us, and then we have to decide on whether or not we want to let those out into the world or not, and if it's appropriate. And you really have to slow down and think like, what damage could this do? Is this going to benefit me and my life and all the people around me? Or is this more of a temper tantrum? And is this going to maybe cause a little upheaval and maybe not have a positive effect? We're really going to feel at a good place with ourselves, and that's going to give us the confidence to bring up these past instances and hurts that we had that we chose not to, just because we feel more confident now. We feel like, hey, you know what? This is bothering me again. I'm going to say something. And it's the right time to say something because I decided it. But we really do just need to think about whether it really is necessary. Sometimes things come up from the past and we do need to bring them up, and sometimes things need to just stay in the past. And it's a time for us to realize that we need to get over them just a little bit more to fully release them and let them go. This energy might just make us moody as well. I mean, any sign can be moody for no reason at all, and the energy is gonna bring good, calm, chill, fun moments. But it's gonna bring blah, moody moments we'll have to navigate through as well. The present energy can also bring a lot of happy, energetic times for you, and you might just find yourself smiling for no reason. And if this happens to you and you catch it, be extra mindful of it and really embrace that moment and try to extend it for as long as you can, and really remember that feeling and that moment and what's making you happy, and then really enjoy it. And later on, you'll go back to this feeling to try to recreate it, to have these moments more in your life. But that particular moment, just make sure you're really embracing it and just feeling it. Don't get your camera out. Don't ruin it. Don't stop and be like, oh, I need to document it. You just got to feel it. You just got to live it, and just remember like, oh yeah, the only thing I need to remember this is just being present in the moment. The true gift of life is the present moment. That is why it is called a present. So just feel that moment, embrace it, feel the feeling, how it feels in every part of your body, because you're going to want to go back to it to recreate it, to feel it more. Also, when you feel these moments, pay attention to who you're around. That's also super important. Pay attention to who you're around when you're not feeling happy, because that's important as well. And then clearly we would want to put ourselves around the people that make us feel good more, and stay away from the people that make us feel worse more as well. When you're in these super happy moments, do take a moment to just express a little gratitude. Feel it, be like, gosh, this makes me so happy. Thank you so much for this moment, this human that's making me happy, this experience, this feeling, this vision. Maybe you're outside, maybe you're creating art, maybe you're listening to music. And then, yeah, just be really grateful for it, because it's a great feeling. That's actually what we live for. It's not about the other stuff. It's just about that feeling. So when you get it, embrace it, and then be really grateful for it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.